Welcome back to Limitless Mentality, where we discuss profound psychological truths to help you improve your life. Today, we're talking about why most people die without ever truly living. It's not because they didn't have the time or the talent, but because they never figured out what it really means to be alive. If you've ever felt like you're just going through the motions or waiting for something to change, this video might hit deeper than you expect. Number 1. They confuse survival with living. Most people spend their entire lives just trying to get through the day. Wake up, go to work, pay bills, repeat. And somewhere along the way, they start to believe that this is all life has to offer. But surviving isn't the same as living. You can have a house, a job, even a family, and still feel completely numb inside. Real living means being connected to your purpose, your emotions, your experiences. It means taking risks that scare you and doing things that matter to you, not just to others. But because survival feels safer, most people settle for existing in a cycle that never truly wakes them up. Number 2, they wait for the right time. There's this illusion that someday everything will line up perfectly. The money, the timing, the motivation, and then you can finally start living the life you want. But that day rarely comes. Life is messy and unpredictable. And if you keep waiting for perfect conditions, you'll keep postponing your dreams until they're buried with you. The people who really live understand that action comes first. Clarity, confidence, and results all follow after. You don't wait for the right time. You create it by doing something, even when it feels uncertain. Number 3, they trade passion for comfort. It's not always dramatic. Most of the time, it happens slowly. You take a job you don't love because it's stable. You stay in a relationship that drains you because it's familiar. You shrink your dreams just to avoid rejection or failure. Bit by bit, you trade your fire for comfort. And the scariest part, you stop noticing. You convince yourself you're being realistic or mature, when really, you've just given up on the parts of you that made life feel exciting. Comfort might protect you, but it also numbs you. Living means choosing meaning over ease, even when it costs you. Number 4, they don't know themselves. How can you live a life that feels right if you don't even know who you are? A lot of people spend decades chasing goals that don't belong to them. They follow what their parents, teachers, or society told them to do, without ever asking, what do I actually want? And when life starts to feel hollow, they blame the circumstances instead of realizing they've been living someone else's version of success. The truth is, self-awareness is the foundation of a real life. Until you know what lights you up, what drains you, what your values are, you'll just keep drifting through roles that never fit you. Number 5, they fear judgment more than regret. We all want to be liked, but too many people let that desire control their entire existence. They don't speak up when something matters. They don't chase their dreams because someone might think it's weird. They spend so much time avoiding judgment that they forget about the pain of regret. And regret is brutal. It stays with you long after the people you tried to impress are gone. The irony is, people are too busy worrying about themselves to judge you as much as you think. And even if they do, so what? Living means being bold enough to follow your own truth, even if no one claps for it. Number 6, they numb themselves instead of facing the truth. When life feels empty, most people don't stop and ask why. They distract themselves with screens, with alcohol, with busyness, with anything that lets them avoid sitting in silence and really feeling what's going on inside. But those uncomfortable feelings, they're signals. They're telling you that something needs to change, that you're off track, that you're not aligned. And if you keep numbing them, you lose the chance to reconnect with what's real. Pain isn't the enemy. It's the compass that points you back to what matters, if you're willing to listen. Number 7. They see time as unlimited. One of the biggest lies we all live under is the idea that we have time. Time to fix things. Time to start later. Time to chase that dream someday. But the truth is, none of us know how much time we actually have. People waste years in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, or habits that slowly destroy them, thinking they can always turn it around later. But later is a dangerous word. Real living starts when you understand that every single day is a choice you don't get back. When you feel the urgency of that, you stop putting your soul on hold. Number 8. They ignore the power of small moments. We think life is about the big stuff. Graduations, weddings, promotions. But real living happens in the small, quiet moments. Laughing with a friend, watching the sunset without checking your phone, taking a deep breath before a hard conversation, and choosing honesty. Most people are so busy chasing some future peak moment that they miss the life that's unfolding right now. The people who live fully are the ones who pay attention, who slow down enough to feel, to connect, to notice the beauty hiding in the ordinary. Number 9. They don't challenge their beliefs. We grow up absorbing beliefs from everywhere: family, school, culture, media. And unless we question them, they become invisible limits. Maybe you believe you're not smart enough to start that business, or attractive enough to be loved deeply, or that success is only for a certain type of person. But what if none of that is actually true? What if the only thing stopping you from living fully is a story you didn't even choose? Most people die inside because they never challenged the scripts they were handed. But the ones who wake up, they rewrite the story. Number 10. They don't define what living means to them. Everyone talks about living your best life, but hardly anyone takes the time to ask what that actually means to them. Is it travel, freedom, creativity, deep relationships, inner peace? Most people just chase what looks impressive or socially acceptable. And even when they get it, they still feel empty because it was never their vision in the first place. To truly live, you need to get clear on what a full life looks like for you. Not for Instagram, not for your parents, not for society, for you. Once you define it, you can start building it moment by moment, day by day. Most people don't live fully because they never slow down long enough to ask the hard questions. They follow the script. They avoid discomfort. They wait. But life doesn't wait. And the truth is, it's not too late. The moment you decide to wake up, to stop existing and start living on your terms, that's when everything changes. And that choice, you can make it today. What does truly living mean to you? And what's one small change you can make this week to start living more intentionally? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more eye-opening insights. Until next time, keep striving, keep growing, and stay limitless.